I wear skinny jeans to bed so my boyfriend doesn't try anything while I sleep. I was 20, and he was my first real relationship. I paid his rent and bills, etc., as he was very depressed after he walked out of his job. I didn't like having sex with him, a little because I simply just didn't enjoy it, but a lot of it was that I was his shoulder to cry on and I could never lean on him. He treated bad news like it was a competition, and he was a compulsive liar to boot. Eventually, we just altogether stopped foreplay. I think because he preferred the way I felt when I wasn't wet because I'd be tighter, which has made me so insecure. He was kind of small, so in most positions without foreplay with lube, it didn't really hurt. But in some positions, he'd hit my cervix, which felt like I was being stabbed. If he wanted some, and I said no, he'd often start while I was sleeping, or trying to sleep, so I started going to bed in my jeans so he couldn't undress me. In all fairness to him, though, I never stopped him or told him no. My solution was just the jeans. Also, by that point, I would just try to make him finish, which would be confusing for him, to clarify. But anyway, there was this one time when we were joking with each other. Sincerely, I don't remember any audio for this memory, but I was laughing and I said something and he grabbed me and rolled me over. I kept laughing because I thought we were playing, but he hit my butt several times really hard. I tried to get away and he did it a couple more times before he stopped, and I went silent and turned my back towards him. Now that I think about it, he was very obviously mad when he hit me. I just didn't notice until he started it, because it was out of anger and not play. I just don't remember what I said to make him angry. I think I said I was upset, and I think he said he was sorry, and then we went back to the TV and never talked about it again, and it never happened again. He smoked my weed when I slept, talked over me when I tried to open up, had an awful sense of humor, etc. We'd get high together and I'd be filled with dread over not wanting to be with him, but I was afraid that if I stopped paying his rent, his family wouldn't be able to pay their bills, and I worried about his little brother. So I toughed it out and hoped that things would get better. And eventually, they did. He started working and becoming an all-around better person. I thought things were going to be okay, but it turns out he needed to get a job before he'd break up with me. He told me that. Like, what? I'm too embarrassed to share the bad things in my relationships with my friends, and I didn't even share all the bad things in the relationship here, so no one knows anything about this. But being broken up with made me feel like the dumbest person on the planet.